Okay, here's my third video on adenosine pathway. So it's a CD39, CD73 axis, and I'm going to talk about some more foods that affect this axis. So beginning with oranges. Oranges are high in hesperidin and naringenin. So those are compounds with different effects. Uh, so basically, oranges also contain a vitamin C, a sorbate. And oranges, it does have an inhibitory effect on CD73. Now, oranges, they do help save and preserve ATP for the immune system. Now, that's critical because the immune system requires and demands a ton load of ATP. So without ATP, the immune system will be weak. And the way oranges helps save and preserve ATP for the immune system is by allowing uh, the ATP to be saved by reducing the enzymatic efficiency of AMP or reducing AMP. Because what happens is that ATP is converted or changed into AMP, and adenosine steals or in the process of adenosine conversion or creation, ATP is drained away or taken or stolen from the immune system to create AMP. But oranges stops that ATP to AMP conversion that leads to adenosine. Therefore, oranges saves and preserves ATP for the immune system. So thanks to oranges and compounds in oranges, Tregs, they lose their suppressive power because Tregs, they steal IL-2 from T cells, and then T cells become too weak to battle cancer cells. Also, orange flavonoids, they interfere with adenosine A2A receptor signaling. Now, T cells have this A2A receptor, and tumors and cancer, they produce adenosine in order to bind to or to interfere with the A2A receptor. But oranges interferes with that adenosine A2A axis. So as a result of oranges preventing Tregs from soaking up IL-2 via CD25, because CD25 is a receptor on Tregs that Tregs needs to soak up IL-2, but oranges stops that, and that allows IL-2 to be available for T cells. Also upregulates CD8 T cell survival. Okay, now I'm going to talk about some nuts and seeds to help reduce some of the poisonous cargo in the exosomes. So one of them is, or the first one is cashews. Now, cashews has a copper plus magnesium. So if there is not too much phytic acid in the cashews, that should allow the copper and magnesium to be able to absorb in the gut, because phytic acid binds copper and magnesium, so that won't allow the copper and magnesium to absorb in the gut. But phytic acid also has anti-cancer benefits, but that's for a different video for a different time. But the problem with cashews is that with the copper, if there's too much, it will make the lysosome membrane peroxidized, therefore causing the cathepsins to leak out, and then the cathepsins can't degrade the exosomes. But the magnesium in the copper, the magnesium in the cashews could actually help repair the peroxidized membrane of the lysosome so that it's not leaking out. So even if there is too much copper, it can be balanced out with zinc, because there is a zinc and copper ratio or balance, but that's for a different video. Another cool thing about cashews, and possibly because it has magnesium, is that it supports mitochondrial enzymes. That's critical because the immune system needs a vast, like a ton load of ATP to be able to function. Also, the magnesium in cashews also supports actin polymerization. Now, that's very important for the PSMAC formation, which is for another video. But basically, the PSMAC, if it succeeds in formation, it's pretty much at the end of the tumor. So, cashews are definitely a powerhouse nut as long as the phytic acid isn't too excessive. Okay, so the next one is going to be almonds, and they're rich in A-tocopherol, which is a form of vitamin E, and it's also the main fat-soluble antioxidant, and it also has riboflavin of vitamin B2. Now, that's critical to support glutathione. Okay, now vitamin B2, it's actually converted into two things called FAD, so short for flavin adenine dinucleotide, and the other one is FMN, flavin mononucleotide. So that's something I'll have to cover in a different video, but the main functions that these are critical for an energy production in the mitochondria. So, as I explained earlier, actin polymerization for the PSMAC to destroy the tumor. Also, vitamin B2 in almonds supports the electron transport chain. So, for anyone who's been in a biochemistry class, they would know what that is. And also, vitamin B2 helps with iron metabolism. So that's critical. So basically, almonds pairs well with cashews because since cashews uh, has magnesium and it also has copper, since almonds also has magnesium, that will balance out the copper in the lysosomal membrane because if magnesium is deficient, then that will cause copper to end up peroxidizing the lysosome, and that won't be good because then iron will escape or will not be processed correctly. Now, it's important for iron to be processed for vitamin A because vitamin A is reliant on a proper iron metabolism and processing by the lysosome. And also, vitamin B2 in almonds also helps regenerate glutathione, or in other words, GSH. That's critical to reduce advanced glycation end products that could be making the extracellular matrix too rigid or stiff for immune cells to enter and battle cancer cells. So that's it for the video. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Keep it locked in here on my channel for future videos. I share these videos with any people that might have health issues or might want to prevent health problems. And I'll see you in the next video.